Ladies and gentlemen, the United Kingdom is grateful to the African Development Bank Group and the Republic of Kenya for hosting the 2024 annual meetings. The African continent needs a strong African Development Bank more than ever before in the face of rising threats posed by climate change, instability and conflict. Britain's recent white paper on international development sets out our plans to help build a fairer international financial system. We are committed to working with partners like the African Development Bank to ensure that countries can access more, better quality and well-targeted finance, and that they need to pursue their priorities. Over the past 60 years, the bank has been at the forefront of efforts to transform economies, support energy transitions, create jobs, and improve lives across the continent. Britain has been a strong ally of the bank for many years. Under the most recent general capital increase, we have purchased additional shares to increase our shareholding in the bank, and we front-loaded our contribution to complete our payments 4 years early. We also support a general callable capital increase to help protect the bank's financial capacity. We are proud to remain the largest overall contributor to the African Development Fund's 16th replenishment, including the Climate Action Window. And we are using guarantees in partnership with the British insurance sector to unlock $3 billion of climate finance from the bank. And we are using guarantees in partnership with the UK insurance sector to unlock $3 billion of climate finance from the bank. We are also planning to provide around $45 million to the Alliance for Green Infrastructure in Africa and intend to contribute a substantial amount of shareholder hybrid capital subject to the outcome of the UK general election. We also stand ready to contribute our share to the forthcoming general callable capital increase. But there is more to be done to ensure that the bank is fit for the future. 1. We need to increase its financing capacity even further. The bank has been a leader in pursuing innovation to do this. For example, it recently became the first multilateral development bank to issue commercial hybrid capital to private investors. More than half were based in the UK. Second, the bank needs to mobilize greater volumes of private finance. It should consider potential changes to its business model to allow it to do this, such as the originate-to-share model recently adopted by IDB Invest. We welcome the bank's commitment to invest with the Private Infrastructure Development Group, largely funded by the UK, to support the new Dhamana Guarantee Company. Dhamana will operate right here in Kenya and in Tanzania and in Uganda, issuing local currency guarantees to mobilize domestic pools of private capital, including for infrastructure investment. Third, the bank needs to step up its support for member countries' climate plans. To assist with this, Britain has committed £200 million to the Climate Action Window. We hope to see other donors, including philanthropic organisations, step up to scale this further. We also commend the bank for its recent commitment to incorporate climate-resilient debt clauses into its sovereign loan agreements through the African Development Fund. Fourth, we need a clear results framework to strengthen its focus on impact. We urge the bank to include clear targets for tackling issues such as poverty, climate change, and sustainable growth, all at the heart of its new 10-year strategy. Finally, the bank must continue to drive forward its internal reforms, including decentralization, which will strengthen regional and national teams, improve the bank's agility, responsiveness, and impact across the continent. In all these areas, Britain stands ready to support you with finance, expertise, and other partnerships, working together to build a bigger and better African development bank.